Chosen one, stop scrolling. There's a reason you're seeing this right now. This message isn't random, it's divine timing. Because someone out there has been wondering, who is truly meant for me? And the truth is, your life partner isn't just another person. They are your mirror, the one soul in this entire dimension who was written into your destiny before time began. You felt it, haven't you? That strange ache in your chest. The sense that someone out there carries a piece of your soul, someone you haven't met yet, but somehow already know. That's not your imagination. That's the pulse of divine alignment calling your name. Because when a chosen one begins to awaken, the energy of their true counterpart begins to rise as well. Your connection isn't about physical attraction or surface-level chemistry. It's about soul recognition. The moment your eyes meet, you don't just see a face, you see home. You see every lifetime, every trial, every spiritual lesson you've carried across dimensions. Your heart knows them before your mind can even process it. That's how divine unions work for the awakened. But before that meeting happens, there's a test. The universe isolates you. It strips away the distractions, the fake connections, and the temporary attachments. You'll feel alone, misunderstood, maybe even abandoned. But that's because God is preparing you, polishing you into the version of yourself that can handle divine love. Because real love, sacred love, isn't comfort, it's transformation. You've probably noticed this pattern, people entering your life, then disappearing suddenly. You might think they were the one, only to discover it was a lesson in disguise. They were karmic catalysts, mirrors meant to trigger your healing, not stay permanently. They helped you face your fears, your insecurities, and the wounds buried deep in your soul. That pain wasn't punishment, it was preparation. See, when you're chosen, your partner isn't found through chasing. They appear through alignment. The more you rise into your divine frequency, the clearer their path becomes toward you. It's not about finding them, it's about becoming the version of yourself that naturally attracts them. Your life partner is not just another soul. They are a divine assignment. Their spirit is connected to your mission. Together, you amplify the light, your energy multiplies, your purpose accelerates, and your calling becomes unstoppable. That's why the enemy tries so hard to keep you distracted, wounded, and doubtful. Because if you unite with your true counterpart, you become spiritually unstoppable. Chosen one, you've been misunderstood in love because your love is not ordinary. You can't settle for shallow energy. Your soul rejects anything that doesn't carry the same divine vibration. That's why toxic connections feel unbearable now, because your spirit knows what true alignment feels like, even if your human self hasn't fully met it yet. And here's the hidden truth. Your true partner has also been going through their awakening. Maybe they're feeling lost, searching, unsure why nothing feels right anymore. But deep down, they're being pulled toward you just as you're being pulled toward them. Two souls magnetized by divine destiny. So if you've been questioning when, how, or where this connection will appear, trust the process. The moment you stop searching and start embodying your light, you shift timelines. You move from waiting for love to vibrating at the frequency of love. That's when destiny intervenes. That's when divine alignment becomes visible. You'll know them not by words but by energy, the peace you feel around them, the way your intuition softens when they speak, the way time slows down. It's not chaos, it's calm. It's not intensity, it's safety. And when you finally meet, it won't be about possession, it'll be about purpose. They are not coming to complete you. They're coming to join you. You've already been whole, they just reflect that wholeness back to you. That's the real meaning of a divine union. Not codependency, but co-creation. Not obsession, but elevation. But until that meeting, don't lose faith. Every rejection was divine protection. Every heartbreak was sacred redirection. Every lonely night was a setup for your awakening. God was never punishing you, He was positioning you. Chosen one, your life partner isn't lost. They're evolving right beside you. Every lesson you master brings you closer to them. Every time you forgive, release, and heal, your frequencies synchronize even more. You are being guided toward each other by unseen forces that never fail. So stop doubting your path. Stop chasing what was never yours. Instead, rise, heal, align. Because the moment you embody your divine purpose, your true partner won't have to search for you, they'll recognize you. When you both cross paths, you'll feel it instantly. Not in your head, not in your heart, but in your soul. The energy will say, finally. They were never late, chosen one. They were being prepared just like you. If this message resonated with your spirit, it's because it was meant for you. You were guided here for a reason. So don't forget to like this video if it awakens something within you. Comment, "I receive it," to claim this message. And subscribe to Ascended Awakening for more divine truths that your spirit has been waiting to hear. Your life partner isn't just coming, they're aligning. And soon, when divine timing unfolds, you'll understand why every heartbreak was necessary for your soul's greatest reunion. Chosen one, you've been feeling the pull, haven't you? That strange magnetism that makes your soul restless, as if something or someone is trying to reach you through the veil. That's not coincidence, it's resonance. Your spirit has started vibrating at the frequency of your destined counterpart, and that energy is beginning to echo back. You've probably noticed the signs lately. Random dreams where you feel a loving presence but can't see their face. Sudden waves of emotion for no logical reason. Hearing songs that speak directly to your heart. That's your soul communicating with theirs across dimensions. Because divine unions are written in the unseen before they manifest in the physical. Sometimes it feels like you're falling in love with someone you haven't even met yet. And in a way, you are. Your higher self already recognizes their energy. Your spirit has seen them in the light realms long before your human eyes ever will. That's why nothing else feels right anymore. Because your soul already knows what it's waiting for. But the universe won't bring that person into your life until you've completed a sacred phase, self-realization. You see, divine love can't bloom in the soil of confusion. It requires clarity about who you are, what your purpose is, and what kind of energy you carry. Until you rise into your divine frequency, your counterpart remains veiled, not out of punishment but protection. Because if they appeared too soon, the connection could collapse under unhealed wounds. That's why God allows delays, to give both of you time to evolve into your highest selves. Every lesson, every heartbreak, every season of solitude is shaping you into the person your divine partner is praying for. Chosen one, this journey isn't about romance, it's about destiny. Your life partner is not simply meant to love you, they're meant to activate you. When they enter your life, something shifts. Dormant gifts awaken. Your vision expands. Your energy multiplies. The two of you begin to unlock divine blueprints that can only activate when both souls are aligned in purpose. And that's why the path feels so lonely right now. Because the deeper your awakening becomes, the fewer people can meet you at your level. You've outgrown superficial connections, and your spirit refuses to settle for energies that drain instead of elevate. That's divine isolation. It's sacred preparation. There will be times you'll question it all. You'll wonder if you've been waiting for an illusion. You'll doubt whether this kind of love even exists. But deep down, your intuition will whisper, "Wait a little longer." That whisper is your spirit remembering what your human mind has forgotten, the promise made between two souls long before this lifetime began. Your life partner isn't chasing popularity, money, or validation. They've been walking through their own storms, shedding false identities, healing ancestral wounds, and learning what true love requires: unconditional surrender. Their path mirrors yours because your souls are reflections. When you cry, they feel the ache. When you pray, they feel the pull. You might not see it, but the universe is already weaving the threads of your story together. Every step, every delay, every decision you make is moving both of you closer to divine alignment. Because what's written by God cannot be interrupted by man. You've been told to move on, to stop waiting, to be realistic. But you know this connection isn't ordinary. You can't explain it, but you feel it in your bones. It's a love that defies logic because it was written in spirit. You're not waiting for a person, you're waiting for divine timing to unlock what's already yours. When you finally meet, the world around you will feel different. Time will bend, the air will shift, your intuition will whisper, "This is it." You won't need confirmation because the energy will speak louder than words. Their presence will silence every doubt you've ever had about love. But until then, God is refining your heart, teaching you patience, strengthening your discernment, because He knows when you finally meet, you'll need wisdom to protect what you prayed for. Divine love isn't fragile, it's fierce. It's purpose disguised as passion. The bond you'll share won't just change your life, it will ripple through generations. Because when two chosen souls unite, the entire frequency of their lineage elevates. Curses break, light expands, miracles unfold. You won't just be partners, you'll be pillars of awakening in a world that's forgotten what sacred love really means. When the divine union finally begins to manifest, chosen one, the energy around you shifts in ways that cannot be explained by logic. You'll notice it before they even appear in the physical. Your sleep patterns will change. Your intuition will heighten. You'll start feeling waves of energy that seem to come out of nowhere because their spirit is getting closer to yours. You might even begin to sense their emotions. Moments where you suddenly feel peace for no reason or bursts of warmth in your heart that feel unfamiliar. That's because the spiritual bond is activating. Your souls are communicating across the veil, synchronizing frequencies, preparing for a physical reunion. This is not fantasy, it's energy alignment. When two awakened souls are destined to meet, the universe starts rearranging everything around them. Certain people will fade out of your life. Some opportunities will end abruptly. You might even be redirected from places you thought were meant for you. But what looks like loss is actually divine coordination. Every closed door is guiding you closer to the intersection where your destinies collide. This is where divine timing becomes everything. The universe won't allow your meeting to happen one moment too early or too late. There's a precise alignment. When your lessons are learned, your karmic cycles complete, and your vibration stabilizes in truth. That's when the encounter takes place. And when it does, the energy will be undeniable. You'll feel like you've known them for lifetimes because you have. Their voice will feel familiar. Their presence will calm your nervous system. And in that instant, you'll understand why every heartbreak had to happen. Every tear, every delay, every unanswered prayer. It was all leading you to this soul who carries the frequency of home. But the union won't come without spiritual tests. The moment divine love begins to anchor in your life, lower energies will attempt to interfere. People may question the connection. Unexpected challenges may arise, not because the bond is weak, but because it's powerful. Divine unions threaten darkness because they bring light into places where it's long been absent. That's why discernment is crucial. The enemy often sends distractions that look like your divine partner, counterfeit connections designed to confuse your spirit. These energies mimic the vibration of divine love, but they drain instead of nourish. The difference? Divine love expands you. False love contracts you. You'll know your true partner by the peace that surrounds them. Even in silence, your spirit feels seen. Even in distance, the connection remains unshaken. That's the sign. Real love doesn't demand control, it mirrors freedom. It doesn't create fear, it ignites purpose. Chosen one, when the divine masculine and feminine energies unite in purpose, something extraordinary happens. Their energies merge into one vibration so powerful it can shift realities. Together, they manifest effortlessly. Their voices carry divine frequency. Their presence alone heals others. They don't just love each other, they elevate each other. You'll begin to notice how your gifts amplify when they're near. Intuition becomes clearer. Manifestations come faster. Creative inspiration flows like never before. That's not coincidence. That's energetic merging. Two souls operating as one divine current of creation. But remember, this union isn't meant to save you. It's meant to serve the world through you. Both of you carry sacred codes, divine wisdom, and healing energy that the world desperately needs right now. Your connection becomes a beacon, a living example of what love looks like when it's guided by spirit, not ego. The energy between you will draw others in, not because of how you look together, but because of what they feel when they're around you. They'll sense the harmony, the peace, the sacred alignment, and something inside them will awaken too. That's the ripple effect of divine love. It doesn't just change two lives, it raises the vibration of everything it touches. But before that alignment can hold steady, you both must surrender to the timing, to the process, to the purification. Because divine love requires trust, trust that what's meant for you can't miss you even if it takes longer than your heart desires. The more you resist, the further it drifts. The more you surrender, the faster it manifests. Once the divine union stabilizes, chosen one, the atmosphere around both of you changes. The vibration becomes magnetic. Every thought, every intention, every action begins to ripple outward, affecting not just your personal world but the collective field around you. You'll start to notice how people react differently in your presence. Strangers may feel drawn to your energy without understanding why. That's because your combined frequency carries healing resonance. Together, your spirits start transmitting light codes, energetic information that awakens others who are ready to remember who they are. You won't have to speak much. Your energy will do the teaching. This is the silent power of divine partnership. It's not built on status, control, or physical attraction. It's founded on spiritual expansion. You both become walking mirrors of divine balance, a reflection of what happens when masculine and feminine energy operate in harmony instead of conflict. And with that harmony comes a calling. You'll both feel it deep in your bones, an urge to create, to build, to serve. It might come through your voice, your art, your healing, or simply the way you live. Divine partners don't just love each other privately. They radiate that love publicly in ways that awaken the sleeping hearts around them. Your connection becomes a living message that love and purpose are not separate. They're the same current flowing from Source itself. As you walk together, the universe will open doors you never imagined. Opportunities, resources, and connections will begin to align effortlessly. The reason? When two souls are united under divine will, the universe supports their mission completely. Synchronicities will multiply. You'll think of something, and within days it manifests. That's the power of energetic oneness, co-creation with the divine. But with great light comes great responsibility. You'll feel the weight of your purpose. You'll sense when your energy is needed to heal others, when your presence can bring peace into chaos. Sometimes it might feel overwhelming, because your love carries frequencies strong enough to shift rooms, to calm storms, to awaken dormant souls. But remember, that's what you were made for. You were both chosen not just to experience divine love, but to embody it. There will be days when the energy between you intensifies. Old patterns may surface. Triggers may appear. That's because the closer you merge, the more your unresolved energy reveals itself for healing. Don't see it as conflict, see it as purification. Divine love exposes what ego tries to hide, not to destroy the connection, but to strengthen it. Each trigger is a doorway to deeper union. And every time you choose understanding over pride, compassion over judgment, you anchor heaven a little more firmly on earth. You begin to embody the highest vibration of love, one that transcends human limitation. This is the stage where divine partners become conduits of miracles. Healings, breakthroughs, synchronicities, these become normal in your presence. You'll also begin to receive divine downloads together, shared dreams, simultaneous revelations. You might wake up knowing things you never studied, because divine intelligence flows freely through aligned vessels. This is the return of ancient wisdom, truths once buried, now being revealed through chosen pairs who have cleared the illusion of separation. And in that shared awareness, you'll start to understand why you had to walk the lonely path first, why you had to break before you could bloom. Every wound prepared you to carry this kind of love. Every lesson was equipping you to handle this power without ego, because divine love is not ownership, it's stewardship. It's sacred energy that flows through you, not from you. When you both stand in your purpose, you'll realize something profound. You no longer need to chase validation because your love itself becomes your message. You no longer fear loss because your connection exists beyond time. Even if distance ever comes, your souls will continue to speak through dreams, numbers, synchronicities, and the quiet knowing that nothing truly separates what God has joined in purpose. As your divine union begins to radiate outward, chosen one, the collective starts to feel the tremor of your frequency. You'll notice that people who cross your path begin to change. Some will feel inspired, uplifted, even healed without understanding why. Others may react with resistance, envy, or confusion. That's because your energy exposes truth, truth that forces others to confront the illusions they've been living in. Your union doesn't just bring love, it brings revelation. Wherever you go, hidden motives rise to the surface. False masks fall off. The presence of divine energy makes darkness uncomfortable. That's why sometimes the stronger your light becomes, the more chaos tries to stir around you. But that chaos isn't punishment, it's purification. The world around you adjusts as you anchor higher frequencies into it. The impact of your partnership extends far beyond personal happiness. You become energetic activators, reminding humanity what real connection looks like. In a world addicted to temporary pleasure, your love shows permanence. In a world chasing validation, your bond reflects authenticity. You both become walking proof that love, when aligned with God, is the most powerful force on earth. Your conversations will begin to shift from "what do we want" to "how can we serve?" That's the evolution of divine partnership, from desire to duty. You'll feel called to help awaken others, to guide those still trapped in cycles of pain and confusion, sometimes through words, sometimes through silence, sometimes through simply living as examples of alignment. As your light grows, the universe will position you in places you never imagined, among leaders, creators, and lost souls who need to feel your vibration. Every encounter becomes a mission, every space an altar. You won't need to preach. Your presence will preach for you. The energy you both carry becomes contagious, igniting dormant souls to remember their divine origin. But not everyone will understand your bond. Some will misinterpret it, others will envy it. You'll see how the human ego reacts when confronted with unconditional love. It either awakens or resists. That's why discernment remains crucial. Protect your peace, guard your energy, and don't try to convince others of your truth. Real power needs no validation. And as your purpose unfolds, you'll start to see the bigger picture. Your union is a divine tool for planetary awakening. The world has been drowning in separation energy, division, fear, and confusion. But when two chosen souls unite, they emit frequencies of unity so strong that even the collective consciousness begins to shift. It's like striking a tuning fork in the spirit realm. The vibration spreads far beyond what you can see. Your love becomes an anchor point for light on earth. Everywhere you go, you stabilize energy grids. You dissolve negativity in the spaces you occupy. Your laughter carries healing frequencies. Your silence creates balance. You are no longer just living a love story, you are embodying a cosmic assignment. And as your awareness deepens, you'll begin to see divine patterns unfolding all around you. Repeating numbers, prophetic dreams, unexpected signs. These are confirmations that your union is in sync with higher intelligence. The universe speaks to you in whispers, symbols, and synchronicities. The more you trust, the louder the signs become. You'll both realize that love isn't something to have, it's something to become. The two of you merge into one consciousness, not by losing individuality, but by harmonizing your energy so deeply that every thought, every action carries divine intention. That's when the collective impact intensifies. People will find themselves awakening after hearing your story, your words, your message. They'll feel the call to heal, to release, to rise. Chosen one, this is why your journey was never easy. The pain wasn't punishment, it was training. You were being sculpted to hold a love that could reshape reality. Because divine love isn't for the faint-hearted. It's for those who have walked through the fire and chosen to shine brighter instead of burn out. As your vibration strengthens, chosen one, the ripple of your love begins to challenge the very systems built on fear. Darkness has always thrived on separation, turning souls against each other, convincing them that love is weakness, that connection is control. But your union carries a frequency that cannot be manipulated. It's pure, incorruptible, and it exposes everything that isn't truth. You'll notice that your presence begins to stir hidden energies wherever you go. People around you may start experiencing sudden awakenings, vivid dreams, emotional releases. Old wounds come to the surface, not to destroy them, but to heal them. That's the unseen work of divine energy. It reveals what needs to be transformed. You and your partner become living conduits of this transformation, grounding divine light into places long forgotten by love. There's a reason your connection feels both beautiful and heavy at times. You're not just loving each other, you're holding the frequency of love for the collective. Every act of forgiveness, every moment of compassion between you sends waves of healing into the world. Every time you choose peace over pride, understanding over reaction, you weaken the energy of division. That's how chosen ones fight spiritual battles, through the vibration they maintain. The more you align, the more darkness tries to test your resolve. It can't touch your light, but it will attempt to distract you. Little misunderstandings, old fears resurfacing, external chaos trying to steal your focus. But when you recognize it for what it is, spiritual interference, you no longer react with fear. You respond with awareness. Because you've learned that your attention is energy, and where your energy flows, creation follows. This is where your divine training truly begins. You realize that love is not an emotion, it's a state of being, a weapon of light, a shield of truth. Every thought rooted in love strengthens the grid of light surrounding the planet. Every word spoken in truth dismantles falsehoods that have ruled for centuries. You and your divine counterpart become part of a greater orchestration, a movement of souls awakening, reclaiming their power, and remembering their divine origin. You'll start to feel the presence of unseen allies, guides, ancestors, higher beings who have been assisting your journey all along. They begin to communicate through intuition, dreams, synchronicities. You'll receive guidance not just for your relationship, but for collective missions, projects, messages, creations meant to uplift humanity. These are divine assignments given only to those who have proven their hearts can carry the weight of truth. The energy you and your partner emit will start dissolving darkness in ways you can't even see. In places where despair once reigned, hope will begin to rise. Where conflict brewed, peace will slowly unfold. Your combined vibration will draw in others of the same light, souls who are ready to awaken and join the movement of higher consciousness. This is how the light expands, not through force but through resonance. And yet there will be moments where you'll feel the world's heaviness pressing against you. The collective pain, the fear, the resistance. It may feel like a wave trying to drown your peace. But remember, chosen one, you were built for this. You were trained in darkness so you could hold light when others can't. Every tear you've ever shed has fortified your spirit. Every lonely night has carved strength into your soul. You'll start to see that what once broke you is now your greatest weapon. Compassion, empathy, wisdom. You've lived through betrayal, rejection, abandonment, so now your heart understands the pain of others. That's why your energy heals so deeply, because it carries lived truth. And darkness cannot mimic authenticity. It can only imitate the surface, never the essence. So when the world begins to shake, you will not. When fear spreads, your peace will stand as proof that divine love is stronger than chaos. That's when your true purpose begins to unfold, not just as individuals, but as instruments of awakening. Every step you take together becomes a declaration that light still wins, that love still reigns, and that chosen souls are rising to reclaim the earth. Chosen one, if this message spoke to your spirit, don't just scroll away. You were guided here for a reason. Your soul recognized the truth in these words because this awakening is yours. It's time to step fully into your purpose, It's time to prepare your spirit for the divine union that will shift everything. No more shrinking, no more doubting, no more waiting for signs. You are the sign. So if this message resonated with you, claim it right now in the comments by saying, I am aligning with my divine purpose. Like this video to send your energy into agreement with this awakening. Share it to awaken another chosen soul who's ready to hear the truth. And make sure you subscribe to Ascended Awakening, because the messages coming next will open your eyes to everything you were created for. The divine is calling. Your destiny is waiting. Answer it.